Martian power.
Hey, yeah. New intro. Shout out to Kamar Swain, you know? Man makes good beats. So this is the official Devon Perception intro music for now, at least. So shout out to Kamar, man. I really appreciate it. Sounds dope. I hope y'all like it. Yeah. Oi. Fuck you doing, man? Oh yeah, you having a fucking good day, man? Oh yeah, fucking cheese, yeah. How was y'all's week, man? Hope y'all had a really good week. Feels like it's been a minute since I've gotten on here. I was low-key really missing it. Coming on here, you know? It feels kind of weird. I mean, this is the 7th episode of this podcast, The Devon Perception, with your host, Devon. Me. And, you know, I got some, I'm going to start off with some shout-outs. Of course, shout out to Kamar Swain for making the beat, you know. Man's got some serious talent. You can find him on Instagram, YouTube as Martian Powers. Hit him up if you're looking to get some beats. He's got some beats for sale. Man's a genius. So hit him up, and I really appreciate you, man. You really helped me out a lot with this intro beat, you know, because it's so boring without music. I feel like music. I love music, so if I didn't have the intro, just turning the mic on and just starting to talk, I don't know. It just seems a little more, not me at least. I don't know how people do it. Also, shout out to Fernando Montes. He was on episode 3, if you go back and watch that. You could hit him up for, he's also a barber, so hit him up at nandothebarber1.booksy.com. That's nandothebarber1.booksy.com. And, yeah, it's real easy to book your appointment. He'll come to you. You know, bit black bloom. All you niggas that need y'all shit lined up, maybe tapered up, faded up, hit him up. And we're probably we haven't, I've mentioned it to him, and we haven't done any, so I'm not going to run anything for it, but he might have some deals if you mention either Hi Mom, Hi Dad, or the Devon Perception when you get your haircut from him. So be on the lookout for those deals. Also, shout out to Greg Brooks. He's got a lot of stuff going on. Educated Weirdo, his EP dropped last week. It's out on multiple platforms. You can find it on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. Go check it out. Go show some support for him. Man's grinding. Also, follow his whole YouTube channel is called Growing Love. So he's got skits, he's got dancing videos, music. He's putting out a lot of content. So go show some support for the brother, you know. Fucking love him. And he's fucking making me proud. Also, shout out to Shaquille Swain. I haven't talked to Shaq in a minute, but I just saw he tweeted that he's got some new music coming out. So be on the lookout for some new music from the Diesel Train. I think that's his rap name, Shaq Diesel. But yeah, show some support for him, you know. Also, Gabriel Gerardo, saying he's always been on here. He's got the computer installation, Twitch, and he's also dropping freestyles. Go listen to those. Marquise Wiggins, still with the motivationals, and in the dance videos. And finally, shout out to all of you listening right now, you know. Thanks for fucking with me. I appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting here recently. And thank you for all of you who did follow or just like Hi Mom, Hi Dad / Devin Perception on Facebook. I really appreciate all the likes. For those of you that shared, I really appreciate you sharing. And for those of you that subscribed to the YouTube, it's the same thing. Hi Mom, Hi Dad, the Devin Perception. I really appreciate that, man. Like, it's nice to see that we have a solid little small base. I think there's like 40 people now. So I really appreciate y'all, man. You know, like, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate y'all. I thank you for supporting everything that I've been doing with this podcast. Because it's just like my baby, kind of, you know. I'm real, what's the word I'm looking for? I really like it, you know, and it's nice that I have people that like what I'm putting out and that support it. And I mean, if you're new to if this is your first episode that you're listening, I really hope you enjoy the rest of the podcast, you know. And if you do, become a part of our tribe, man. Like, go like, share, and subscribe. I really encourage you to everybody to like and share and subscribe. You know, let's get a nice little group of people, a nice tribe of people, a nice little community going. Good tribes bring good vibes, man. So let's fucking kick this shit off. And to kick this shit off, I'm going to bring it down to a more serious note. Got some pretty upsetting news. I'm not, like, upset about it, I guess. But it does definitely have me feeling some type of way. I just want to say, rest in peace, Richard Johnson. We lost him this morning. My condolences go out to his family and his close friends. I really hope y'all are doing okay. And Richard, wherever you are, man, I hope that you feel peace. I hope that you feel love. And I hope that you feel alone, brother. I hope you enjoyed your experience here with us, because I know I enjoyed my experiences here with you. It was nothing but a positive impact on my life, man. And it's really hard to accept that you're no longer a part of my reality anymore. It was like a punch to the stomach whenever I read it. I didn't believe it at first, you know. I was like, what? What the fuck? But my condolences go out to his family and his close friends. Me and him weren't really, really close. I've known him since probably at least first, second grade, maybe third. We went to the same elementary school when he had a mullet and everything. I've known Richard for forever, man. And it was really awesome to grow and learn with you. And I just hope you feel at peace, man. This life, life, man. It just doesn't let up on you. And it's so complex, you know, like, just to think about, like, you never know how much time is on your clock anymore. Looking at Richard, like, I never would have. That's why it hit me in the stomach so hard. Like, me and him are the same age. His birthday's like 5 days after my birthday. So, and I mean, I've seen, coming up in Hobbs, there's been a lot of my peers die and stuff. I don't know what it is about this one that really just hit home. Maybe I'm getting older, you know, and realizing how fragile life is, and how easy it is to be taken away from you. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if I just genuinely care more for other humans now, or my empathy's more than what it was when I was in high school. I don't know what it is, honestly, but I found out maybe an hour ago, and it's still got me real fucked up. Just how you're here one minute and you're gone the next minute. And I really been thinking, I wonder what he's experiencing right now. Like, I just really wonder what's going on for him. Because it's the question that just plagues my mind all the time, what happens after death. Because nobody knows, nobody can die and come back to tell it. Because once you're officially dead, there is no coming back. You might be unconscious for a little bit and your heart might have stopped, but there's still oxygen in your brain and everything. And once that's gone, I don't know. Nobody knows. It's just, I think about it all the time, how much time is left on my clock. And I look around and I'm like, a question just popped into my head, is, why me? Why am I still here? What the fuck am I? And it's probably not even a good question to ask, like, why am I here? It's probably better to ask, just, not even ask, just go with it. Just the randomness of everything. I've just been in the right places at the right time to stay in this little game that I've been doing for 23 years. It's just, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure, knowing Richard, I don't think he would want me to be sad. I think he would want me to fucking probably party. Or celebrate. I'm going to say celebrate. Celebrate's a better word. I'm pretty sure Richard would want us to celebrate. Because death is just the opposite of birth, and we celebrate birth. I don't know why we can't celebrate death. Cheers to a fucking good life, man. Anyways, I didn't mean to try and bring your vibe down for the day or anything, but I felt it was appropriate to just give him a space in our thoughts for a little bit, that way you can relive those memories that you had. If you know Richard, relive those emotions for a little bit. It's good. It's good. That's all that we'll have of him anymore. It's just those memories, looking back on the past. So I was sitting here thinking the other day, I was like, it's because I was rolling a blunt. And if you follow me on Snapchat, you probably see all my blunts that I roll. Because I've been rolling some pretty fatties here lately. My rolling skills are getting back up there. Like, I took a break from rolling for a while. Because who the fuck wants to roll up all the time? That's a lot of weed. I mean, if I had plants, and if I was growing my own plants and had ounces upon ounces of weed, I'd probably do whatever I felt like. But for the most part, they only sell it by the gram at the dispensary. So, yeah, I'm not paying $10 a blunt. That's, a blunt will last me like a day or two. Why not just put it in a bowl? I mean, you know what I'm saying. So I was sitting here rolling a blunt, and I split the Rillo, and I went and threw the tobacco in the trash, and I was like, I wonder how much tobacco gets wasted in a day or whatever. Like, let's just say a day. How much tobacco do you think gets wasted in a day from blunts? Like, because all the tobacco is, like, think about being a tobacco plant, and you're just fucking doing your thing, getting your photosynthesis on. I don't know if tobacco plants, they probably do. I think they do photosynthesis. I think all plants have to do photosynthesis, but just, you're getting your photosynthesis on out there in the field, and, you're like, I'm fully mature now. And then some sweaty ape comes up and then chops you up, grinds you up, and then rolls you rolls you inside of another tobacco plant. And then you get put in a package and you sit there. You don't even know how much time has passed. You just know, I don't know what's going on, but I just wish it was over. And then you get pulled out of the package and then split open, and you're like, oh my God, somebody's going to save me finally. And then you just get poured into the trash. You get poured into the fucking trash. Man, I bet at least in a day, I'm going to say 10 tons of tobacco gets wasted. 10 tons, yeah. I mean, it's because they don't just sell tobacco wraps. And if somebody can figure that out, that would be a good-ass idea, just straight-up tobacco wraps. And also, dispensaries. How come y'all have pre-rolled joints but nobody sells pre-rolled blunts? Like, it would be nice just to go pick up a perfect blunt. Because some people, they don't know how to roll. Sometimes I roll them too tight and they don't smoke so well. So it'd be not, but still, I get the pre-rolls over there from the dispensary and they fucking chase and they go out. It's hard to keep them lit. It's because they fucking, I don't like the way that they roll them. They're not hand rolled. They're like, but if I worked there, I wouldn't want to I don't know. I was going to say I wouldn't want to hand roll all of them, but if that's all I did all day, every day, I don't know. I'd probably be a happy person if I just rolled joints all day. They'd probably want me to get really fast at it, though. But if I could roll, like, 300 joints a day, hey, we just need 300 joints out of you today. I would have said, bet, cool. Just give me the weed, give me the tools, and I'll be over here just listening to music, rolling up, man. That'd be such a dope job, yo, just rolling up all day. I'm probably saying that now, but getting that job, I'd probably be like, fuck, this is so boring. I still have 200 joints to roll. I've already rolled 100. I'm ready to go home. Nah, I don't know, man. Depends on how the money was, I guess. Fucking, did y'all go outside yesterday at all? If you live in the West Texas area? Oh my God, I bet it was fucking a tough day to be a tree yesterday. Like, I was looking at the trees and I just started feeling bad for them. I was like, damn, guy. It looks like you're hanging on for dear life, is he? Just shaking. Shaking like a salt shaker out there. Fucking. I was walking in to a store. And the wind almost tripped me twice. Like, as I picked up my back foot, it knocked it into my other leg. And then, because it was like a gust. As soon as I picked up my, like, toe a little bit, there was a gust, and it, like, threw my heel. So my toe wasn't off the ground yet, and it threw my heel into my other leg and almost tripped me. And it did it twice, like, back to back. I took a step, tripped, did it again. I was like, silly wind. You're not taking me out, bro. Unless you're a fucking tornado, you're not taking me. Get out of here, bro. That's fugazi. Get out of here with that fugazi. This is a stupid fucking gunshot sound effect. Does that sound anything like a gunshot to you? It sounds like a future gun, but not like any gun from now. Man. So another thing I've been thinking about is the military. So I'm gonna dive into this. So I found out. What came to my mind, I was like, it's crazy that we're still at war. Like, the United States of America. It's like, it's crazy we're at war, and it's crazy nobody cares that we're still at war. Like, they found a way to stay at war. And nobody even... It's like they don't even have to give reasons anymore. I really couldn't even find a reason why we were in most of the places we were in, like some of them were civil wars with that country, like Syria and Libya. They were all like civil wars that we kind of intervened in, kind of like Korea, like we did in Korea. But apparently, we're at war with Afghanistan, Pakistan, Somalia, Syria, Yemen, Libya, and Iraq. And it just blows my mind how they don't really, nobody really questions why we're still at war. Nobody really cares that we're still at war. Because it's been, what, since '01? That's 18 years? Jesus Christ, that's so long to be at war. And I also, when I was looking up this stuff, I got into a little rabbit hole about, like, who the biggest arms dealer is. And can you guess who it is? Yeah, it's us, bro. United States, we make like 9.9 billion in arms trades a year, which is, I guess it's fair to say we'd be like a war profiteer. Because we have this tactic where we go in, overthrow the government, and then rebuild it. And in doing that, I think we're able to take most of their resources, like oil, like we did from Iraq. We're able to take, and I think we're able to charge these people for, because then they have to then they start, like, once we implement our stuff, then they start banking with the Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve throws them some money, and then we charge them to rebuild, I think. And if we don't leave, I mean, if somebody came to our country and did that and they wouldn't leave, I'm pretty sure a lot of us would try and put a stop to it. But whenever somebody does it to us, like, say somebody crashes a plane or plants a bomb somewhere, it's kind of, I feel like that tactic kind of creates terrorism. Whenever you intervene and, like, take control of a country without everyone's vote to do so, like, it's really not our country. We don't want people in our country. So why are we in other people's country? And I can't get past I mean, no doubt if the shit hits the fan, I'm glad we have our military and the people who fight in the military and are willing to get their hands dirty like that, you know, and they're already trained and everything. I'm glad we have those kinds of savages, because if somebody invaded our space, I'm ready to defend it, you know. I just can't get behind this going to other places and fighting for freedom. And I hope my lack of video couldn't distracted you from my air quotes, you know. Not distracted, I don't know. I hope you picked up on my air quotes as I said that. But I don't know, man. I feel like we create the terrorism. I feel like we're only at war because that's what I think of our country as, like a big gang. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what takes over. That's what's taken over in human evolution since the beginning of our species. We make tribes, and we stick to these tribes, and these tribes gain power. It's gang warfare, yo. And I feel like our gang profits off of selling arms and probably now opiates and stuff. Because I think we took over, it was some Middle Eastern country. They controlled most of the poppy seed fields, you know, and now we're the ones controlling that. So, and yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And let me be clear, everything that I'm saying here is just my own speculation and how I think of things. I'm not saying anything's true or you should fucking take what I'm saying as truth. Just, I'm just spitballing here. But we control those fields, and it's no coincidence that we have an opioid epidemic. It's no coincidence that drug overdose has overtaken car accidents. They write out opiates like fucking candy. You say you're just a normal guy and you get hurt at work, you hurt your back or something, so they give you what's a fucking opiate? They give you some oxy. I think that's opiate. Some oxy maybe. And then you're just taking oxy because you don't want your back to hurt. And I'm telling you, I bet oxy don't let your back hurt, So, of course you don't want your back to hurt. And not only does it help with what you need it to help for, it's also mad addictive. Mad addictive. People are getting addicted to it. I think I read something that said if you take an opiate 7 days in a row, your chances for becoming addicted go up by like 50 to 75%. That's not a long time at all. So these people are getting prescribed something by a doctor, and of course they trust the doctor. The doctor can only give you medicine, right? Fuck you, bro. They're getting prescribed this medicine, and then they take it because why wouldn't you? And then you become addicted, and then you get cut off. And there's this thing about addiction, especially like opiate addiction, you get withdrawals. So what are you going to do? Or if you get cut off, you can't afford what the doctor was giving you. That's too expensive. So you go to the street, and it's like half price on the street because they created a black market for it. And then people they don't know how much to take or whatever, and they fucking overdose because they don't know what's in it. They don't know how it's been regulated or anything. It's a pretty sad thing that's happening to a lot of people. Drug overdose. Isn't that crazy that drug overdose is the number one cause of death in our country, and nothing's been done about it. Like, the problems that we have are a reflection of how the society is thriving and doing. Like, where's the self-reflection, America? That's the one thing that really irks me about America. Like, I love the people here. I love the people. I grew up with you. This is my home. This is my children's home. This is where my mom, my dad, their mom, their dad. This is where my ancestors came from. Recent ancestors. And to just idly sit back and not point out the obvious problems that we're experiencing seems more unpatriotic than saying, America's not the best, if I'm being honest. How does that make me unpatriotic? But just letting a majority of Americans, including veterans, fall through the cracks that are within the system. It doesn't make sense to me, guys. But I guess fuck me, Fuck, I went through all that shit pretty fast, I guess. I mean, I could probably come up with some more things to talk about. Let me see. What do y'all think about this cheese on your baby's face? I did it to my son, and you know what he did? Like, he was shocked at first. He was like, what is on my face right now? And then he took it off, and I was like, you want it? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, eat it. And then he ate the cheese. Like, it wasn't really, I don't know why everybody gets so uptight about kids. Like, they're not just little humans that want to have fun too. Like, I like pranks. Maybe you just don't like pranks. That's cool, Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but really sit down and break down what you don't like about that prank. I just don't think you should hit your kids with things. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a different kind of parent, because I still believe in spanking your kids, at least from an early age. Like whenever they, if you can't communicate with your kid yet, when they're in the early stages of not understanding very much, I feel like a spanking or something like that is the only thing that's going to resonate with their sense of morality, because they don't understand the words you're saying. They probably don't understand the emotions that are coming at them, or even the emotions that they're feeling. It's a weird thing, you know. I'm not saying it's the right thing, but with my son, it seems like the only thing that resonates with how he's going to listen or respect me. Because I feel like kids are just like humans, you know, and humans want to take you as far as you'll let them. They'll push your buttons as far and as long as you'll let them push your buttons. And kids, I think kids are the same, because they're their own people and they want to do what they want to do. And they can't, you know, they don't know what to do yet. They don't have the brain capacity to take care of themselves. So of course they're not going to like what you have to say for them to do all the time. But that's the give and take when it comes to being a parent. You're not supposed to be, it's good to be friends with your kids. Friends, you know, you get along, you laugh, you have fun, you make memories. But under no circumstances are you supposed to preserve the friendship with your kids if that means sacrificing, letting them grow up with toxic traits, especially traits that you know are toxic, and that could be pointed out to them. Because your responsibility as a parent is to prepare them to be an adult and to live on their own and be a productive part of the society we're all a part of. And I don't know, it just seems like a lot of parents really just aren't up for that. A lot of parents are pretty lazy, you know, so they don't want to teach their kids every time. You know, you have to tell your kid, hey, stop doing that, hey, stop doing that, hey, stop doing it. It gets tedious, you know what I'm saying? So I understand where they're coming from, but you signed up for this. This is your responsibility. You're supposed to teach them how to be good. Or not good. You're supposed to teach them how to be a part of what we got going on here, you know. It's not all about them. It's not all about you. Nobody cares about your kids besides you, if you didn't know that. Like, what was this thing I read? Kids are like farts. You can only tolerate your own. And it's fucking true. Like, I don't care about other people's kids really all that much. It's nice to see other people's kids, like, grow and everything, but honestly, how they turn out as people isn't my responsibility, so unless that kid wants to make it my responsibility, but that's neither hither nor thither, you know. Also, like, what's up with kids, like, what's up with parents just like, I talked about that last time. What about just weak people in general, you know? This victim culture that we got going along in this day and age. Everybody wants to be a victim, like Jesse Smollett. I watched the R. Kelly video. He tried to flip it and make it sound like he was a victim. It sounds like R. Kelly was a real manipulative, I want to be in control of your whole existence type of person. He comes off as a monster, kind of, because he takes these young people that don't even know who they are, and he tries to mold them into what he wants them to be, from what I could see, which is terrible. And then did you see him fucking crying in his interview? Like, I was like, bro, chill. You did this. Like, everything you're experiencing is all from the decisions that you made. So fucking accept them. What are you trying to run from it for? You got away with it for a long time too. Like you married you married Aaliyah when she was 15. And you were what, in your 30s or almost 30s? Like 28, 27. It's just this victim culture that's been going around. Everybody wants to be a victim because whenever you're a victim, then you can publicly shame the person who victimized you. And I don't know, it just seems really weak. Everybody wants, and then I see it almost in every altercation. Everyone tries to play victim. And it's too much for me. It's too much for me. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be victim. If anything, being victim is kind of, and then coming out and saying you were a victim, unless it was some serious shit, you know. But if if you got your ass beat because you were talking shit or whatever, and then you go and try and play victim, like, oh well, they she pulled my hair. No, this is a bad example. What's a good? I'm gonna pick on the feminists or whatever, or the transgendered people. Like whenever you misgender somebody, and they try and flip it on you, like that's the worst thing you could do to them. Like actually, you just assumed my gender, or you misgendered me. And I'm not going to get into what I think about. I mean, I probably will in a later podcast what I think about trans and that topic. But right now I'm not, no. I'm just going to say it seems like the trans community does play victim a lot. I mean, no doubt they were victims for a long time, and black people even still do it. Still play victim all the time. Hell, even white people try and play victim. Everybody tries to play victim. So I'm not gonna narrow it down to this or that. Everybody plays victim. And it's fucking annoying. It's weak as shit, and I think we as a society should call it out and put a stop to it. Like, there's a difference from saying, hey, that shit was out of line. That shit was out of line. Don't say that shit again. And instead of trying to take that and then go on the internet and try and get other people behind you, that way you could publicly shame this person into losing their career or losing just everything that they've worked for in life just because they made you feel uncomfortable for a second, maybe. Like, we take this life shit mad serious for no reason. There's so much shit we don't have to take as serious. And I think being offended, or unless you're a victim of somebody actually bringing physical abuse or honestly verbal abuse, that shouldn't even be, unless it's like your parents or like somebody you can't escape. That shit's not, just walk away. What the fuck do you care what other people have to say about you? I understand if like you're a kid and your mom and dad just talk shit about you all the time, or if you're at work and people talk shit about you, because you can't leave and there's nothing you can do about it. But if somebody just talks shit to you out in public, what the fuck do you care for? Or even if it's on social media, why the fuck do you care what other people think about you? That's stemming from a place of insecurity, bro. You don't like yourself and you need other people to validate that they like you. That way you can like you. But that's not the way it works. You just have to like you. And it's a freeing thing whenever you like you, because you don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. You know? I think that's a pretty good place to end today's podcast, you know? About 40 minutes. So, today's quote is, be okay with not knowing. Oh, be okay with not knowing for sure what's coming next. But know whatever it is, you'll be okay. And I don't know who wrote that, but it brings me peace, you know. You don't know what's coming next, but whatever it is, you'll be okay. And that's the way it's been my whole life. It goes through my ups and my downs, and guess what? I've always been okay. And that's all I want to feel is okay. So, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's podcast of The Devin Perception. I hope I catch y'all next time. Please, please, please like, share, subscribe. And, yeah, just fucking, I love you guys. Be safe out there. And, have a great fucking weekend, because I probably won't see y'all till maybe Monday or something, Sunday, because those are my off days now. So, fucking love you guys. Be safe. And tune in next time.
Motion power.